So I'm going to give you a few minutes to log on here and we can talk about Roadblock. Well, while I am waiting, I will tell you that I thought Roadblock overall was a great show. All right. We start with the first match, which was Fraxion versus the Hardy Boys. I thought that match was awesome. I could not believe how many times that they were about to be pinned. And, you know, Matt Hardy, I thought, wow, as many times as he jumped out of the ring, as he jumped Fraxion, that I was shocked, to say the least. And Jeff took it too, but Fraxion was just a little quicker, just a little faster than what they were in order to get the pin. And it was kind of a long match. It was the opening match of Roadblock. And our second match was Jordan Lynn Grace. I have to say, I loved her ring gear. It was a little different in the fact that the jacket had a long tail to it, and I believe the colors were blue and green. She faced Roxanne Perez, and I just kind of thought they did a really good. They show Roxanne Perez in the new WWE game as her video character. I thought they did an excellent job recreating that character for that game. And then, of course, they showed her. Um, I thought the match was great. I was shocked that Jordan Lynn Grace was trying to pick up Roxanne Perez in a hold, and she wasn't quite able to do it because Jordan Lynn Grace is strong, and Roxanne Perez doesn't look like she weighs that much that Jordan Lynn Grace couldn't have, really just pressed and uplifted her. But Jordan Lynn won, and then the third match was Oba and Moose. I thought that was. I can't say that was the match of the night because all the matches were good. You couldn't say like, oh, Julia and Stephanie had the match of the night. All the matches were good, but Oba and Moose, wow. When Moose threw Oba on the announcing table and it collapsed, I just thought it was incredible. Hi, David. The fact that and then they went on in the ring, and especially when he did, I think, I'm not sure what that move is called. He hooked him underneath the neck, and Moose literally flipped completely around. It was just insane, that match. And I'm not sure. I'm really not sure that match could have done another 10 minutes. I think that they were exhausted. I think, I think they, I don't know how to pronounce your name, but hello, how are you doing? I don't think that Moose or Fibby could have, Oba Finney could have gone another couple of minutes. Anyway, then we went on to Ethan Page and Javon Evans. I was just saying that, that was supposed to be a street fight. Normally street fights are in the streets, but that was yes, it's you that I was waving to. Anyway, are normally in the streets. That was a street fight in the ring, which, I don't know, I think it kind of lost some of its, mystique by having it in the ring. Can I just call you anything? How about Gigi? Hi, Gigi. Anyway, getting back to Javon Evans and Ethan Page match, it was incredible, and especially the way that they were going to set up the chairs at the very end, where it looked like Javon Evans was going to put Ethan Page through those couple of chairs, and he wasn't able to do that. But in the end, Javon Evans put Ethan Page in the neck, in the chair, and he was hoping to do the same thing as Ethan did to him. The last match was Julia versus Stephanie. What can you all say about Julia and Stephanie's match? It was incredible. I mean, what was it? The backflip driver that she did to finish her off? It was just amazing. Also, I just want to bring to your attention, we have other wrestling events this week. Tomorrow we have Evolve at 8 on Tubi. We also have AEW Dynamite. Thursday, we have the Go Home show for Sacrifice on TNA on Access TV. And then, of course, Friday, we have SmackDown and Sacrifice. And, of course, I think this Saturday, Collision goes on at 3. Well, hi, Miguel. How am I? I'm doing okay. It's kind of late, and I've had a really busy day. How about you? Did you see NXT tonight, Miguel? Or do you not like WWE products? I kind of like watching all of it. I like watching AAA. I like New Japan. I like TNA. I like AEW. I like NXT. I like GCW. You know, I was talking to someone today about the steel cage matches. Oh, well, have you heard, Miguel, that John Cena is changing his look? He's got new music, and he's changing the whole get up. So I cannot wait to see this new John Cena that we're going to. Is your profile funny? I don't know. I haven't looked at your profile. Let's see. Anyway, but yeah, that's what I've heard. I don't know when that new promo of John Cena is going to come out. But it's going to be interesting to see him in a completely different look than what we've always been seeing him as. Yep, a lot of people have. I remember the night that it happened, and I'm like, what did we just witness? We were doing a watch-along at Dave & Buster's. We do watch-alongs. We were there tonight doing NXT watch-along, and it was insane. And then, of course, by morning, everybody was comparing it to the Hulk Hogan heel turn. And I'm like, how can you compare John Cena's heel turn to Hulk Hogan's? I mean, yeah, it was something that you would have never imagined. But according to what I understand, it was because that Cody wouldn't turn. And you know, Cody is never going to turn heel. He's never, ever going to turn heel. That's not in him. Let's see. Hogan did change. Well, I'm not sure that Hogan changed the business or if Nitro didn't change the business. You know, love Eric Bischoff, hate Eric Bischoff, say what you will about the man. But he was beating WWE products. And he was doing that because back in the day, WWE or WWF used to only film on Monday and Thursdays. And how do I know that? Well, I just happened to work in a video store in a wrestling town. And some of our clients were Road Dogg Jesse James and Mick Foley. And at that time, they had Lincoln Navigators. Both of them had black Lincoln Navigators. And they would drive up to the door. They would call ahead of time on what movies they wanted. And we would have them checked out. And all they had to do was come in and get the videos and be on their way. Am I driving? No. I guess you're not familiar with my videos, my live streams. I've always done them in my car. I don't know. It's just a good place to be, I guess. I've thought about filming where I live, but I'm like, I don't really. Yes, Road Dogg and Jesse James. And it's kind of funny because now Road Dogg works for NXT, and as you guys know, we go to NXT every time they're back in Orlando. I actually have my own parking space at the WWE Performance Center. I know a lot of people there. In fact, it was kind of interesting because this past Friday, we were at a house show. We do a lot of local NXT house show. Oh, the reason my camera is shaking is that because I'm holding it. And anyway, we got to talk to Lash Legend. And Hot Mess Deborah met Holyfield's son. And that was kind of neat. She really enjoyed that. And let's see. Oh, anyway, about Lash Legend, we asked her if she was going to continue her cooking show, if she was going to do a season 2. And she said that she was going to do it probably after WrestleMania because right now she doesn't have the time to put into it. And so season 2 of her YouTube cooking show, which is A Dash of Lash. If you haven't seen it, it's funny. She has all wrestlers on there cooking with her. And so it's interesting. But anyway, it was her and Shiloh from Legends and Future Greats. And I asked him a question. I asked him why did he get nervous in front of performing in front of Booker T and Bully Ray Dudley and Eric Bischoff or whoever. Miguel, your comment, I think Lash and Jackson will be pair up with Naomi. Well, here's that's something that's going to happen, is that Jade is going to have her own fraction. So it's going to be interesting to see who is going to be in Jade's fraction. So could Lash and Jackson be with Jade? Well, yeah, they could. But anyway. Oh, you think I have a funny name? Well, I guess Debbie, it could be a funny name. I don't know. Anyway, I want to thank you guys for, Wrestling in 60, you know why we got the name Wrestling in 60 Seconds, why we chose that, is that we started out as fans. We did all the AEW shows that they did in Jacksonville, and we did all the, we go to many shows as, we even went to the first AEW Fan Fest, and it was after that we decided to do this. And so, like many of you, you're sitting there, you're watching YouTube videos, but you only want that one little piece of information, and they make you sit through a whole hour in order to get that one little 15-second piece of information. And I said, there's got to be a better way, because Who's got that kind of time? If you sat through 2 of their shows at an hour and a half long, that's 3 hours of your time that you've just sat there and haven't done anything but listen to this show. So we decided to do Wrestling in 60 Seconds because it's brief, it's to the point, and it gets you on and off fast. That's why we came up with Wrestling in 60 Seconds. Yeah. And we are lucky enough to get press releases from wrestling companies. We're lucky. Oh, what country am I from? I'm in the States. I'm in the good old USA. How about you? What country are you from? Wow, that's a long way away. Well, I want to thank you for watching, and I guess I'll go ahead and sign off. We like to keep these things short. I want to thank everybody who watched, and wishing you guys a good night. And until next time, bye for now.